Hi everybody, RealWatchReview.com. We're bringing the most in-depth watch reviews. Spent a few weeks with the Suunto Core 75th Anniversary Edition and wanted to go over some additional features as well as some final thoughts with you. So let's talk about the overall design of the watch and how it works with you on a daily basis. Now, the band on this watch is very wide and it's actually concave on the inside of it. So that way it doesn't really contact too much of your skin. So it keeps it kind of off of your skin as much as possible, lets air flow through it, has these slats cut in it, which are really good for for flexibility and getting some extra air and water out of there. The clasp design is actually pretty neat. So what they've done on these is it's a wider style clasp. You don't have a tiny little pin that you usually put in there. You have a wider piece. So these wider sections here allow more air, more water to get through here, and it's actually a much more secure fit too, and it's more flexible. Now on the keeper, which is a piece that usually bothers me quite a bit if it's not done right, they have a little interesting feature here, and you can see that little notch in the back. That notch will connect itself to these back pieces here where you'd usually put the pin through. So that way it secures itself inside of there so it's not moving around on your wrist. Really great, interesting feature on here that you can tell they've thought a lot about it before they put this band together. Attaching itself to the case, which we've talked about before, is more of a rounded design, like kind of like a pebble. This also keeps itself off of you as well. So that way you can get more air, more water through there, and it doesn't get hot and sticky and things like that. The buttons, very easy to touch, especially if you have gloves on. They have a little bit of a rough design, so that way your fingers won't slip off of them. A lot of watches, they're small, too hard. These have a very good feedback on them, easy to activate. So on the design of the watch, last time we talked about the altimeter as well as the temperature function. But another feature on here is the compass. So let's get over to the compass again. And what's interesting here is it will actually show you the degree of where you're heading. And if you look at down here towards the right section here, there's a little marker. So you can set that marker towards your bearing, a certain degree that you want to go towards, or you can set it towards north. And as you move, so as I move the watch, that marker will move as well. So that way as you're walking, you can make sure that you're going in the right direction. You can always see where north is. Very nice function. On each one of these screens, they're all customizable. So you can have, on the main screen, you can have the date, the time, both of them. On any one of the extra features that they have, you can also have the time as well. And what's really easy, it's easy to move around this whole section. As you move into these different features, it has a little box that goes around it. So not very hard to get into, very straightforward design, and I like that a lot because some watches, digital watches, can kind of get a little bit too in-depth. You have to break out the manual to figure out what's going on. This one's really easy to get back and forth to, very easy to set, really great design, really happy with it. So this is the Suunto Core 75th Anniversary Edition. Very happy with it, definitely recommend it. They have a bunch of different styles within the Core line, Suunto does, but we think this is the best looking design. It's really a detailed, great color. You can wear it on a daily basis. It doesn't look too sporty, too much like an athletic watch. Great design, and if you have any specific questions about it, feel free to ask YouTube or the website itself, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.